Hello everyone. So now let's move forward to our next topic, which is relation and function. So the very first basic question which comes to everyone of mind, why relation is needed? If I talk like in every day-to-day life, we came across different relationships, like for example, a relationship between two persons, which can be a father and a son, a mother and a son, two brothers and sisters. So like this, we define the relationships between any two persons. In a similar way, when we study mathematics, also the concept of relationship comes into picture. For example, from our very basic classes, which we have studied like between any two lines, if any two lines are parallel, so the relation between them is that they are parallel. So this is in the similar way the concept is defined in mathematics. Now, to answer the two questions which we have mentioned on this whiteboard today, the first is why relation, and the second is what is the Cartesian product. So to answer the first one, we have to understand the second. So let's understand what is this Cartesian product basically. So for this, let me now write the definition. So this is the definition, this is the mathematical definition of a Cartesian product. If we are given any two non-empty sets A and B, then this is how the Cartesian product is defined in terms of the set theoretic notation. So before understanding this, let me give an example how this is defined basically. If we take A to be a set, suppose 1, 2, 3, and let's take B to be a set. Let me add two names, suppose say Ram and Sham. So the choice of A and B, you can see, is they are non-empty because they contain some elements, which is the requirement of the definition. How this now Cartesian product is defined in terms of these ordered pairs. What these are basically, what we call them ordered pairs. So now A cross B, the Cartesian product is defined as, you first collect all the elements which belongs to the first set and take the corresponding choice with reference to the element of the second set. So if I choose now 1, now with 1 I have the possibility to take Ram and Sham. So the first possibility is Ram. So this is now one pair. Similarly, the another one will be 1, Sham. We can now continue in a similar fashion. So I hope now you get a clarity how this collection is defined in terms of the elements of the corresponding sets. In our case, the set A was consisting of the 3 element 1, 2, 3, and the set B was consisting of Ram and Sham. So then now in our case, how we find the Cartesian product? First we took the first element and the possible choices. Only there are two choices for element 1. Similarly, two choices for the element 2 and two choices for the element 3. And you find that how many elements now in this set A cross B. Basically, if you count, there are 6 ordered pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And which is nothing but the 6 can be expressed as 3 times 2. So the number of elements in the Cartesian product is given by n of A cross B equals n of A times n of B. Now let's discuss some special cases of the Cartesian product. So now I can rub this example. You got a clarity. even the notation also. The very first case is equality of two Cartesian products. Equality. Equality of two ordered pairs in the Cartesian product. We want to understand now. So now two ordered pairs which we have taken, this is the first order pair, this is the second order pair, they will be equal if and only if, this is the notation, if and only if these two conditions are satisfied. Basically the corresponding elements are equal, if A equal to C and B equal to D. Now the second case is, the second special case which we want to discuss, if any one of the two sets A and B is infinite. What it is basically, if either of A comma B is infinite, then so is the fine. So let's take an example now. Let's choose, let A to be the set of natural numbers in our case. The standard convention for this set is bold capital N. Just for the sake of understanding, I am taking this A to be this infinite set. And let's choose B to be a set consisting of two elements, say A comma B. Now, if we again go to the definition of A cross B, how it was defined? First, you take the first element from the first set, fix it 1, and take all the corresponding possible choices from the second set. So for 1, we have A and B, two choices. So 1 comma A, 1 comma B. Likewise, we can continue for the elements of the set A. The next element would be 2 comma A, 2 comma B. Similarly, 3 comma A, 3 comma B. So you observe, and so on. Because next element will be 4 comma A, 4 comma B, 5 comma A, 5 comma B. So they are, because this set is now going for in this similar way, this is an infinite set. So this is going on. This is a set of natural numbers. But whereas the set B is finite set. So you observe that the Cartesian product is an infinite set because of the infinite possible choices of elements from the set A. So this is clear now. And final one important remark which I'll now going to tell you is, if so now, this is our final remark. If either of the set A and B is empty, then so is their Cartesian product. So with this, we have now today completed the discussion of Cartesian product. So finally, I would like to share you some important information that Vigyan Bharat is a totally free e-learning platform for students. So please do share about Vigyan Bharat among your friends and do subscribe the channel. And in the coming video, I will be discussing what basically what is exactly the relation is, there's mathematical definitions and some problems based on it. So thank you so much for attending.